Hi, welcome to Marker Board Videos. My name is Nancy Foote. This is the next video in our Math in Minutes Algebra 1 series, and today we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing monomials. Now, if you watched a video on simplifying exponents, it's very similar. Let's go ahead and get started. 5t to the 6th times 9t to the 9th times 3t squared. The easiest way I found to do these problems is to separate the numbers and the variables. So I'm going to say 5 times 9 times 3 times t6, t to the 9th, and t squared. Now, in case you can't do 5 times 9 times 3 in your head, and it's okay if you can't, use your calculator. Let me clear my answer out first. 5 times 9 times 3, 135. So my number is 135. How many t's do I have? You simply add the exponents. 6 and 9 is 15, and 2 more is 17. And there's the answer. So multiplying exponents tends to be a little bit easy. Tends to not be the most difficult thing. Same thing with dividing exponents. But when they start to get really involved, you have to be very meticulous. So let's do another example. 6j times 6j to the 8th times 7j to the 4th all over j. Again, separate out your numbers and your variables. 6 times 6 times 7. And let's do our j's. J times j to the 8th times j to the 4th all over j. So 36 times 7, feel free to use your calculator if you need to. Don't feel like you need to do it in your head, is 252. Let's look at our j's. We have 1 here and 1 here, and those can cancel out. 8 plus 4 is 12. So our answer is 252 j to the 12th. But what about when you have things with negative exponents and things to the 0 power? Well, let's do a couple of examples of those. 5k to the negative 1, 6k to the 0. All of that's over 5k to the 7th power. First thing to do is get rid of anything to the 0 power, because that's times 1. That's times 1. Next, let's put all of our numbers together and all of our variables together. Now, 5 times 6 is 30, divided by 5 is 6, or you can simply cancel it. You know your number is 6. What about your variables? Well, I've been teaching you take your top number, top exponent, minus your bottom exponent. Negative 1 minus 7 is negative 8, which tells you it's 6 over k to the 8th. That negative tells you it's going to go in the denominator. When they get too involved and there's too much information all there, it's really hard sometimes to separate it out. I'll show you what I do. Q cubed, q to the 3rd, times r, times q, times r, times s to the 7th, times q to the 7th, all over t to the 3rd. Well, I like to do it one step at a time, and since there's no numbers in here, that's an s, not a 5. Since there's no numbers in here, only variables, I'm going to take my q's. I have 3, 4, 11 q's, and I literally will cross them out so I know I've already dealt with them. Now let's look at r's. I have 1, 2. Remember, when there's no exponent showing, it's an invisible 1. And with my s's, it's 7. All of that is over t cubed. So this is my answer. That's how I simplify it. That's how I simplify it. If you have any questions about multiplying and dividing monomials, please leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Have a great day.